The reason why that story keeps repeating and replaying in your life, and you thought you had moved on from it, but find that you're still orbiting around it, is because you woke up to the realization that that story is obsolete and doesn't serve you anymore, but you didn't get up. Hello, welcome back to our channel where we study, discuss, and add knowledge so that we may know more and be more. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. I always say you'll love it here, so stick around. Yes, you woke up, but you didn't get up. They are two different things. The waking up requires an action that follows immediately, and that action is getting up. Do you sometimes wake up from sleep and still tarry in bed for minutes, even hours, before you finally get up from that bed and start your day? That's exactly the same thing. So, you know that this story doesn't serve you anymore. You have acknowledged it and you said to yourself, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm rewriting the story. I'm moving on with my life and I am choosing my preferred ideal. That was the mental asset. That was the realization. That was you acknowledging the truth about your situation. However, after you woke up, chances are that you didn't get up. And maybe you didn't get up because you didn't even know what to do with that realization. Right? Agreed. This thing needs to stop. I have to move on and take hold of what I prefer ideally, take charge of my life. Nonetheless, what's next? How do I go about this new story I want to start writing now? This is my new chapter. How do I go about it? And that thought unconsciously will just cause you to freeze. But as you're freezing, you're resorting to the familiar. That story is familiar. It's convenient. It's comfortable. Come on. Who wouldn't just relapse and exhale a little? It's hard. Staying in that place in your life that you have outgrown is hard. Moving on from it is equally hard. You have to get up. Waking up is just the first step. You must get up in order to actualize whatever it is that you realized when you woke up. So here's the thing. Realization is the first step. It just shows you a mirror and triggers you to know that, hey, it's time to do the needful. Take your life in your hands. Stop those lies. Quit the excuses. All those things you do to enable the situation that you no longer desire. It's time to stop. So you actually came to that realization and you woke up. You snapped out of that, whatever it is that you were letting happen in your life. But did you get up? Maybe not. And the thought of knowing that you don't even know how to go about making that change that you desire cause you to remain in the lying position even after you woke up. I don't know if it happens to you, but it happens to me. Sometimes I wake up and it takes me another 30 minutes or even sometimes 1 hour to get up. I do it deliberately sometimes when I'm not in a hurry to do anything. I just want to maybe, have a really slow day because nothing is really causing me to have a quick start. Or other times, my body has not had sufficient rest. I haven't reached the peak of my rest to get up from that bed and start with my day. So I understand what it means to wake up and not get up. And even beyond physical sleep, like I'm talking, it happens to us in our minds. We know so much information. We're packed information, but we don't even know where to begin to apply the information that we have. That's when constipation comes in. They call it information overload these days. So it's time to get up. You've woken up. Let's get you up now. The reason why you haven't got up yet is because the gaps are just so many. Some you're conscious of, others you are not. Because you don't know what the gaps are, or maybe you know, but you don't even know what to do about them, you tend to recline. And before you know it, you're back to that point you were supposed to have moved on from, and then you're probably orbiting around it. Some of the common gaps which we should start from today and which you should begin to bridge immediately, we will identify them now. 3 major ones are the knowledge gap, what you do not know, or what you do not yet know. Let's use yet because you're going to know. The skill gap, what you do not know how to do, and the network gap, who you do not know. Knowledge gap, the simple and most straightforward way to cure the knowledge gap is information. When you know more, you do more. When you know better, you do better. That's the summary. For the skill gap, you do not know how to do what you should do. And that's where practice comes in. Application and then practice. The little you know, what have you done with it? How have you put it to the test and continue to test it? Just so you know it's not a fluke. Because once, twice could be a fluke. But if you do it over and over again, you apply what you know and you continue to practice it. Begin to master it. So that's how to solve the skill gap. The network gap, who you do not know. Where are you right now? Who are you listening to? Who are you talking to? Where are you placing yourself? You need to get in the right rooms. Where you are may be the most inconvenient place for any conversation that will move you ahead towards your goals and aspirations. But you have to seek to find the right rooms. You need to create your own network. Thank God for the internet these days. Virtual forums abound everywhere. The communities where you can hear what you should hear, where you can develop the mindset of somebody who is trying to change a story that no longer serves them to one that they want. Books, podcasts, masterminds, free ones, paid ones, get in the right rooms. So it's time to get up. And getting up means identifying the gaps so that you can bridge them. The gaps are knowledge gap, skill gap, and network gap. There could be others, but these 3 are, I believe, the fundamental ones that you need to get up and get going already. So, which gap have you identified that is the most pressing one? And what do you need to do to bridge it? We'll continue this conversation again in our next video. So, return same time next time. For now, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Adios for now.